Good morning and welcome. It's 8 o'clock. It is the 15th day of December 2021, the 15th day of Vlogmas 2021. It is a bright, shiny, and cold morning here in Ventura, California. Temperatures are in the high 50s with gale force winds. The atmospheric river seems to have taken a break, but we are expecting more rain next week, just in time for Christmas. But don't worry, kids, neither rain, sleet, slow, or apocalypse will stop Santa from bringing your presents. And speaking of presents, don't you love it when I can figure out how to do that? And speaking of presents, it's time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game products that should be on the shelf at your friendly local game store by the end of this week. That's Games and Anime here in Ventura. Some of these I can confirm are in fact actually out, but the rest nebulous because of the shipping issues that have been plaguing the world of everything for the past couple of weeks. If you haven't had a chance to get the tabletop role-playing game player in your life a present, well, chances are, if it's not out by the end of this Friday, you're not going to get it. Dice are always good, or you could give them a present by donating to me in their name and subscribing to my vlog if you haven't subscribed yet. So here's all the tabletop role-playing game product that should be on the week. But first, a minor correction maybe regarding the never-ending ongoing soap opera that is Wizards of the Coast versus TSR. I have been informed that the timeline is actually incorrect from what I said yesterday. So this may be correct or it may not. But this is what I have been informed, that actually it was Wizards of the Coast who filed the initial lawsuit. TSR 3.5 followed a lawsuit in response to their lawsuit. TSR 3.5 dropped their lawsuit. Wizards of the Coast is now re-pushing their lawsuit to get in front of the faces of whoever it is decides these things. So as of yesterday, Wizards, I guess it works like magic. Last in, first out. So first out is Wizards of the Coast lawsuit is now in the eyes of whoever it is that adjudicates these things. The TSR 3.5 lawsuit is currently in nebulous land. Yeah. Really, I think just at this point, the two of them should just forget the lawsuits, sit down, have a conversation, hash this out, stop dragging the rest of us into their soap opera, maybe go out and get some soup or something and just resolve this. And remember, it's all about the players in the game and not about who said what, when, where, or why. Okay, enough of that. Let's move on to what's really important. All right, if you didn't know, Strixhaven is out. Yes, Strixhaven is, in fact, on the shelves at your friendly local game store. That's Games and Anime here in Ventura. Both the regular version and the limited edition deluxe version with the super-duper weird-looking cover. It's $50 for the limited edition. Twilight 2000 4th edition is out from our friends over at Free League. The box set is currently all that's available, and it's $60 for the box set. I picked it up, and it is well worth it. I may never ever get a chance to play it, but I already have an idea for at least one scenario, should I ever do, and it's just a great box set. Most of all, that it has a lot of ideas in it that I hope to see other games copy. Maybe not for $60, but it's got a lot of good ideas for like the props, especially with the maps, which I talked about in my initial review. From Chaosium, we have Horror on the Orient Express, a 2-volume set for Call of Cthulhu. This is $90. 2 700-page hardcover books featuring 19 adventures each, plus maps and all sorts of other stuff. It begins in 1920s London and deals with the Orient Express, which is, of course, the famous railroad, and all sorts of other fun things. But wow, $90 for a Call of Cthulhu 2-part adventure. From Mophedius, we have Octon Cthulhu RPG Player's Guide, Octon Cthulhu Game Master's Guide, Octon Cthulhu Game Master Screen, Octon Cthulhu Black Sun Dice. So this is the 2D20 system. It is the rules for the Secret War that was fought against Cthulhu during World War II. It's everything you need to start a campaign in this setting using the Mophedius 2D20 system. The Player's Guide is $44. The Game Master's Guide is $60. The Game Master screen is $40, and the dice are $25. That's a lot of money for dice. So if you are looking forward to the idea of World War II tabletop role-playing game and also weird science/fighting Cthulhu during World War II, check this out. Thank you, Mophidius, for bringing this amazing title back. From Lamentation for the Flame Princess, we have Green Messiah. This is a $35 hardcover supplement. It's obviously by the name, a botanical adventure suitable for characters of most level, dealing with, I guess, evil druids and evil plants and strange rituals and usual messed up fairy tale stuff that you can expect from Lamentations of the Flame Princess. From Osprey Publishing, we have Heirs to Heresy, The Fall of the Knights Templar. Wow, it's been a while since we've seen anything from Osprey. This is a hardcover rulebook for $35. It's a historical fantasy role-playing game, but it's also a history, like most of the Osprey books, of the fall of the Knights Templars and the end of the Crusades. Don't know what system this is. It might be their own. It doesn't say. Mechanics are a blend of narrative, storytelling rules, and class adventure gaming. Very little information, but usually when Osprey does put something out, it's usually pretty good, either as a source book or a separate game. First and foremost, source book. I mean, Osprey is mostly well known for their amazing source books, but they have dipped their toes into role-playing games in the past, and when they do, it's usually pretty good. We have from well, it doesn't say who's this from. We have a product called Platter Compass Player's Booklet, issue number 2. This is a softcover supplement for old school essentials / basic and expert D&D. This is basically planes. It looks like it's a Planescape, Plane Jammer, Plane Walking rules for OSE / basic and expert. So if you're looking for Planescape rules, but dumbed down to the OSE and for a lot cheaper than you can find Planescape online, it's only $8 for these softcover supplements. It looks like there's 2 of them, a player's guide and a DM's guide to the Outer Planes for OSE. But it doesn't say who made it. From Emperor's Choice, here's a name we haven't heard in ages. From Emperor's Choice, we have the Scythian map for Arduin. Yes, the Arduin Grimoire, Dave Hargrave's initial wonderful supplement for Dungeons & Dragons. One of the very first supplemental rules splat books for Dungeons & Dragons. It changed the way you looked at D&D way back in the old days, and probably was the gateway to what we now call gonzo role-playing. Arduin does not get enough love / recognition for its place in D&D tabletop role-playing game history. So it's nice to see that Emperor's Choice is making an attempt to bring it back. Let's check to see what's going on with Arduin as long as we are talking about it. You can get the hardcover. It's for $75, and wow. So I guess this is out of print. So interesting that they are making a Arduin book for a system that's out of print, but maybe they have plans to bring Arduin back. Who knows? And in other news, if you've been following what's going on with the online world, and we know that the company Demiplane has done Pathfinder 2E and World of Darkness online resources similar to D&D Beyond. They are now doing the Free League books. So if you're a fan of the Free League books and want a online master source for all the Free League's books, looks like they are doing the same thing that they did for Pathfinder and World of Darkness. So good news for the Free League players. You can now have all the Free League stuff eventually accessible on your cell phone. And that seems to be it for the news. At the top of the story, of course, we have the non-stop, ever-changing roller coaster of news that is the TSR 3.5 versus Wizards of the Coast. And at the bottom of the story, we have the Free League is the Demiplane's latest nexus. Of the products currently coming out this week, obviously Twilight 2000 is my first vote. Please pick that up. It's nice to see stuff from Arduin. It's been so long, but since it's out of print, I'm not sure what the point is. So my number 2 choice for this week would probably tie between Octon Cthulhu and the Osprey role-playing game / source book. I'd pick it up for a source book. The Osprey stuff, again, really makes great source books, and you don't see them enough. They used to be out, then they sort of vanished. Now it looks like they're trying to come back. And that's it for everything that's on the shelf at your friendly local game store. That's Sex Game and Anime here in Ventura. If any of those sound like something you want to get, head on down to your friendly local game store. Again, that's Sex Games and Anime here in Ventura. And ask them to look into it for you. And again, it's the last week to do your Christmas shopping. So if you haven't gotten the tabletop role-playing game player on your Christmas list a present yet, get them an Amazon gift card because, you're not going to get anything. Or you could subscribe to my vlog in their name and help me hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. Yeah, that would be a good gift to give everybody on your list. Subscribe to my vlog in their name. Till next time, I am your guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, sports, and general internet nonsense that is the OGGM. Have a happy holiday, stay warm, and see ya!